know, with everything being awful, I have finally gotten it all to actually work, and apologies for the wait there. Technology has not been kind to me today. So, with all that said and done, let's proceed being stupid. Catch up is that Jowan is dumb, Jowan, stupid. And we are trying to help him become even more stupid by escaping the circle and destroying his phylactery because of something he thinks is going to happen, or is probably going to happen. It's on paper. Anyway, we're a traitorous rat. So that's where we're at.
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
This is his plan. So I'm going to use the rod on the locks because he's an idiot. You use the rod on the locks, but nothing happens.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
I'm gonna say maybe the rod's broken.
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in.
I guess we're doomed. Oh, let's see. That door there, where does it lead?
I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
Or we could just forget this foolishness and leave.
No.
Huh?
We can't get into the chamber the way
Okay.
we planned. But we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one.
Okay. The rod will work on those locks, shouldn't it?
Yes. Let's hope they haven't warded that door as well.
Let's hurry. We've wasted enough time.
Okay, thanks. Ah, gee, I
Not
wonder...
giving up. We've come too far.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder what that lone suit of armor is for. Surely not to kill
I'm
us.
so nervous things will go wrong. I'm trying.
I'm just telling him not to worry, even though I know there's plenty of reason to worry. Considering I am a bad medieval person.
Oh, that's not good.
Ah, yes, I did forget to do that. Options. Pause at the start of combat. Resume game. Okay, go ahead. Kick our butts. Did you just punch that sword? Like, punch him in his armor? Yes, this priestess just punched him in the armor. Well, I'm personally so glad to have been part of this. It's working. It's because it's their job to not. Let's see. You brought me something. Very sweet of you. Only one of you did, though. The other one's rude.
We'll need another way into the Phylactery Chamber. Let's explore the repository.
Yes, let's just poke around and have fun. I, for one, am having the time of my life.
And so I shall.
Lyrium dust. Why not, while I'm down here? You know, take some stuff. See what happens. It would help if I clicked on the actual door, yes.
Of course.
Ooh, a magical staff with iron. I don't know if that's actually different than what I have now. Let's find out. Maybe. I feel like it's exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same. Anyway, maybe I can give it to a friend. Am I allowed to do that? I am. I don't know why I would, but I could. I mean, I guess we are working together for the time being. So it would help if you guys weren't, like, literally dumb. Anyway, I'll give you weapons for now. See what happens. I wonder if anything's actually useful to me. Am I allowed to have nice fun things? Yeah, it would be in that second spot that I can't have. Anyway, I guess everything's mine then, because I refuse to share. At least I'm consistent. Sure, peachy keen.
Lovely.
I, for one, am having the time of my life. This is way better than staying inside, being safe, and making good life choices.
As you desire.
Yeah, that sword and shield, they aren't real. I can't take them. Complete fake. Ah! I see this. Yes, the punch did work. Okay, guys, let me see them. There it is. But, you know, she's slightly more helpful when she can do more than punching. Slightly. Oh, we're just doing this still? Yes, we're still doing this. I guess I could be useful also. What are you saying you can't keep this up for? She's the one running in. You are the worst, Jowan. I thought you loved this woman. Yeah, a berserker would have been infinitely more helpful. We can't have nice things like that. But at least we have Lily. And I guess that guy. Lovely. You want to revise that statement? Ranked creatures. Particularly challenging creatures displayed in different colors. Why are you telling me this? I feel menaced already. Thank you. I'm gonna save my weekend just because you said that. Well, it did sound quite charming. Should we find out what a deep stalker is? It's bad news. See, it's not in a different color though, so I'm like curious why you've said these things to me. You know what? We're gonna be brave. Oh, Deep Stalker Leader. So this is the one. Okay, yeah, of course. Just gonna back up if you don't mind. You guys can take the beating. This is your dumb plan. No, stop. Okay. You know what? It's fine to say you haven't played any of them, because I feel like if you don't, like, start, it's one of those things, like, you're not going to until you've, like, actually picked one up. And to be perfectly frank, Origins does not have the smoothest controls, so it's kind of easier to watch someone else play who's already done it. Like, this is, like, I've started, this is my third. I always play the same. It's terrible. But, like, I've never actually gone to the end because I always get distracted. It's the ADHD. But, I've played it plenty. Versus if you don't, and you want, like, the smooth experience that you would probably get out of, like, Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, you're not going to get it with Origins. I mean, Dragon Age 2 was rushed, but in a weird way it's less glitchy than Inquisition. Like, I've had more things happen in Inquisition than 2. But I would say 2 and Inquisition are like the most accessible versus Origins, which is kind of like really, really showing its age. So, you know, I don't think it's blasphemous, but if it is, I forgive you your blasphemy. That's what I'm gonna go with here.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I guess there is another door right here. I guess I should look at it. My hair, it's beautiful. Observe it up close.
Lovely.
See, she agrees. Beautiful. Not biased. Private documents. Am I able to read those, or is it just blackmail? We're gonna find out. When I learn how to function as a human being. Yeah, all that. That can wait. Private documents. Yeah, no, they're not important. They're just household documents. Sad. I was hoping we could blackmail someone. Because I'm a nice person. Ooh, Apprentice's Amulet. Better than what I'm wearing now. And that's some spirit resistance, which is possibly different from what I'm wearing now. Ah, no, I have things about defense, so let's do that. I'm going to keep my defense. Because I am wearing a bathrobe. And I should be more careful than all that. I mean, I think a chronological playthrough is fine. If you're comfortable with old games, Origins isn't that bad. It's like, it's as long as you're okay with like WASD and you're gonna have a mouse. Like, scrolling is how you zoom in and out. So, not having a mouse is really hard. Like, it doesn't work as well with a trackpad. So Origins will probably be the hardest one to play and get your hands on, but Dragon Age 2, super, super easy to play, in my opinion, and a quick play at that. Like, you can play that over and over and over and have fun every time. Inquisition is kind of like an undertaking, and you sort of need to be prepared for all the stuff you're gonna do. Like, you can't just sit down and, like, play it for a little bit. You gotta really...
What now? I don't like this.
No one likes it. It's combat. Anyway. Cool, we're done. But Inquisition, it's a long story. Like, Origins is a long story, Inquisition is a long story. Dragon Age 2, you can just sit and play. So, and I would say it's kind of in between the two, as far as, like, difficulty and, like, mechanics and general jankiness. It's kind of like a good middle ground. So, it really depends on what the games that you're comfortable playing. If you don't like the WASD movement, it would be really hard for you to play Origins and not super enjoyable. But if you're fine with it and you're willing to, like, pause before, that's good. It's so true. In Inquisition, you can play, like, this really tall, really strong race, like, of people, and you start off the game in, like, manacles, and when I first started playing, I had to literally, like, stop because I was laughing so hard, because for some reason it just, like, my character's hands went straight through, like, the cuffs that they were in, and just, like, the cuffs slowly, like, moved up afterwards, and like, oopsie, we forgot your hands. And it was the funniest thing I have ever done. Like, just hilarious. So, like, it's just a matter of getting used to their respective janky reasons. Like, with Origins, it's the controls. Because, like, not everyone plays WASD games now. Like, computer games have come a long way. You can just hook up a USB remote and be on your way. Not Origins. And 2, it was rushed through production, so that answers your question there. Like, you had to except some weirdness. Like, all the maps are the same in 2, and a lot of people have complained about it, but the story is just magnificent and totally worth every bit of weirdness. Inquisition, I don't know why it's janky. It just is.
Another way into the Phylactery Chamber. Let's explore the repository.
That's what we're doing, Lily. It is true. Like, there's just a charm in older games. So if you like old games, you're gonna like Origins and 2 the most. And if you like crying uncontrollably into an empty tissue box, 2 will be your favorite. 2 is my favorite. It is just packed with disaster children and sad things and beautiful, beautiful people, and I love it. So, I would say Origins and 2 will probably be the ones you'll like the most in that case. And you have time. I mean, they're still working on Dragon Age 4, and it's going to be a while. So. Oh, yes, the statue. I'm going to check my supplies.
That old wall's about to come down any moment.
What are you talking about, man? You're scaring everybody for no reason. But yeah. No, it's, I would say, in order, my favorite is 2, Origins, and then Inquisition. Even though one of my favorite characters is Dorian, who's from Inquisition. Don't ask, I don't make the rules. Yes, I do. Yep, everything else here is exactly the same, so why do I keep checking? No one knows. Okay, so we have an artifact. This is the old scary room. Oh my god, I love old PlayStation games and like old Nintendo games for just like the horrible controls, the just like completely awful setup. Like, just, there's something weirdly cozy about it. So I support you and your original PlayStation game travels to just discover the pure jankiness of it all.
And so I shall.
There's something odd about that statue.
I wonder who the statue is.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius.
That's a good job.
Prophecy, my crime. Cursed to stone for foretelling the fall.
I take it back, it's an awful job. I mean, that's rude. Consort and advisor, like, offensive on both levels. Let's see. Archon Valerius. Ah, Valerius is like, that name has given me bad feelings.
Sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass.
You mean we haven't sorted this out yet?
But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Tevinter statue. Don't listen to it. The Tevinter lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
Mm-hmm. And the Chantry has never lied or done anything wrong. Let's see. Nintendo has some rough days back in the day. It'll make you so angry. Yeah. When you, like, can't figure out how to walk in a game, that's how you know, like, it's gone too far and you're like, I don't know what's going on anymore. At least we have that in Origins, is you can more or less figure out how to walk. It's the camera controls that can be pretty hard, but thankfully, like, one of the menu options is to pause before a battle. Like, you know. They know their controls are bad, so they incorporated it into their design, so at least it's less agonizing than that. How did the Winter statue get here? How did they do this? Is she still alive? I'm curious about that one. Lily, shush.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Okay. What does that mean? I'm gonna keep getting myself in trouble.
Ambiguous rubbish, it could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
They can't do much with it anyway.
Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
Oh, that was a nice talk. It was a good chat. I'm glad you're happy in that corner, just waiting for the end of days, I guess. I don't know. Now we'll talk to the wolf. Won't that be interesting?
What do you think this does?
Why does the circle keep so many?
Oh, I've never
Jabinta
actually
artifacts
played the
in
Tenchu
storage?
games.
It's history, Lily. And it's fascinating.
Yeah, the camera tilts when you stand on an incline. I feel like that's not helpful, Tenchu games. I feel like that is not helpful. Yeah, mage characters are supposed, from what I've heard, pretty hard in Origins, but I'm better at mages and rogues. I like strategy and stuff, so not so much the warrior run out there and get punched stuff, to put it very, very vaguely. I can't imagine what this does, though. I think it's going to help us get your phylactery.
I've seen pictures of things like this. They amplify any spell cast into them. I bet we could use this to break into the Phylactery Chamber.
Yeah, let's just move it with our pitchforks and torches. Just kidding. Well, I suppose we could amplify the rod's power.
See where the mortar might be decaying behind that bookcase? Let's take a closer look.
Cool, I'm really glad we're gonna have to do this. What's the lead?
We'll need another way.
She's
into
gonna
the
say the same thing she
chamber.
always says. Cool.
Let's explore the repository.
Keep thinking you're gonna be a changed woman, Lily. I had a rogue
Of course.
before,
It should be pretty
and it was
easy
very
to get
fun.
this out of the way.
City elf rogue. All right, Jowan, move the bookcase aside.
I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Okay, but we already talked about that.
As you desire.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking. This is the Phylactery Chamber. It worked. I'm so nervous things will go wrong.
Don't worry.
I'm trying.
Are we gonna still say the phylactery thing?
We'll need another way into
I
the
hate you
galactic
so
chamber.
much.
We must find Jowan's phylactery quickly.
It's a pity they've taken mine to Denerim.
Would you destroy yours too if it were here?
There's little point in discussing that. It's not here.
Right.
Now, give me your weapons back, because I don't trust you guys. And if I have to fight you, I don't want to have to fight you the hard way. But I'm going to let you keep your clothes, because I'm a generous person. That's me. Why would I take my own boots off? Look, I don't know. Maybe they're mean people and they're going to hurt me. I haven't played this game in a while. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Sometimes you just make stairs to a wall. We don't make the rules. Oh, yes, I forgot all about you guys. No one's, like, meaner than the others, are they? That's what it's called. Ah, there's one. I always end up clicking on her by accident.
Now we fight!
Oh dear, yes. My thoughts exactly. You'll be fine, Jowan. Don't be dumb.
Looking for trouble, are we?
Okay, guys, figure it out. I clearly took your weapons away too soon. This is all my fault. Okay, fine. Fine, 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 but you can't have your boots back. Because that's the distinguishing factor. You can't have your boots back. Okay, snacks are the best, so I support your endeavors there. Sorry, I have to have like a 2 system setup in order to see the chat. It's very strange.
As you desire.
But that's probably normal actually for all I know. Look at all these phylacteries. It feels kind of weird to just go in and break your own. I feel like breaking everyone's would be the way I would go about this. Like, just as like a delaying tactic. I am indeed a gremlin who will take your shoes. It's very important that I have everyone's boots, especially in this super cold room, so they all feel bad. Because my phylactery is in Denerim. Oh, is that supposed to happen? Because I feel like that was not supposed to happen. Oh, that was the door from before. We didn't even delete his... Delete. Yes, delete his phylactery. That's what we're doing now. Continue. I see it. Jowan's phylactery in the corner of this case.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom.
Oh, a phylactery. I'll explain in a minute.
Just to be rid of it, to end its hold over me.
Yeah.
And I am free.
So, in this universe, what a phylactery is it's like a blood tracking device, basically. It lets the Templars track a mage by their blood. So a phylactery is a vial of your blood, and they use it to find you if you leave the circle. So if you do leave the circle, you become an apostate, and they hunt you down. They don't usually take you in alive, gonna be perfectly honest. That's not even a guarantee. So having it gone means he can leave and not be tracked down with the phylactery. It'll be harder for them to find him specifically. They'd have to do it, the old-fashioned way. Alright. And I love the theory that I can wear, like, all of their boots at once and just be the warmest person here. I want to say, I can confess that I'm a traitor. Interesting. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be awful. Glad I could help. So let's see. I expected a larger room and many more phylacteries.
Apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
I can still confess. I'm gonna be a troublemaker and confess.
Now? Can't it wait until we're away from this tower?
Ooh, I can renege. This is so tempting. Yes, I suppose it can. I'm gonna lie again.
We can talk later if you want.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
I am lying. It can't. But, can't say I didn't try. I didn't really try. I didn't try that hard. This is back at the entrance for anyone who's confused at the loop that we took here. I wonder if I can tell him now.
I can't wait to get out of this dank basement and smell the free air.
Hang on to that thought.
Your help is beyond the bounds of duty or friendship. You have our gratitude always.
Hang on to that thought, too. Alright.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
I'm gonna just lie to everybody. I assure you, this isn't what it looks like. Oh, he's not dead, I say, very reassuringly.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Ed. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the circle.
Irving, be chill.
It's not her fault. This was my idea.
She is here under my orders, Gregor.
Oof.
I take
Irving.
responsibility for her actions.
Wait, you led us into a trap?
I had no choice.
Don't you dare speak to me.
You spoke to me.
Enough.
As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
So, this is blood magic, everybody.
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Oh, I hope I get the weapons back.
Magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Where's Gregor?
I knew it.
By the Maker, indeed.
To overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
I knew he was acting suspicious. I don't want to say that to him, though, because he'll lose his marbles, Mr. Templar over there. He said he wasn't a blood mage.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
He just stabbed himself in the foyer. You think you could figure it out? The phylactery's just back there. Just get it out of the carpet. Don't blink, though, or I'll take your boots. That's how it works. Blood magic is actually really cool and really interesting in a alarming kind of way. They go more into it in Dragon Age 2, so if you're curious about it, Dragon Age 2 is definitely the game to play. I'm going to keep perpetuating it, because I love that game. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Jowan destroyed his phylactery. Without it, he will be hard to locate.
Don't you think I know that? Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Lily didn't know Jowan was a blood mage.
Save your breath. I can speak for myself.
Oh, fine.
Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You were in a repository full of magics that are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
Ooh. But this is a nice staff. I could say no, but the staff is hard to hide. I feel like they're gonna see it here. Fine. Yes, this staff, but I'm not gonna say you can have it back.
Shall we add thievery to your list of misdemeanors then?
You told me to go in there.
I'll be taking that back now, if you don't mind.
Rude.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle.
Ugh.
What are we to do with you?
Nothing? I was just doing as I was told.
As I said, she was working under my orders.
And this improves the situation. The Phylactery Chamber is forbidden to all save you and me.
I had my reasons.
You're not all-knowing, Irving. You don't know how much influence the Blood Mage might have had. How are we to deal with this?
Think of your heart, Gregor.
Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like her to join the Warden ranks.
What? You've promised him a new Grey Warden?
Blood pressure.
She has served the circle well. She would make an excellent Grey Warden.
We look for dedication in our recruits. Fighting the darkspawn requires such dedication, often at the expense of all else.
I object. You say she operated under your instructions, Irving. But I do not trust her. I must investigate this issue, and I will not release this mage to the Grey Warden.
Oh my god. If the Grey Wardens will have me, I will gladly go. There it is.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that.
Duncan's a good
I take
egg.
this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for her actions.
This mage does not deserve a place in the Order.
Gregor. Oh my god.
Do we not reward service? This mage has served the circle well. You have an opportunity few even dream of. Do not squander it.
Okay. What lies in store for me?
We must make our way to Ostagar, where the king's army is camped. You will be initiated there. I will explain more when the time comes.
That's Duncan. Thank you for everything, First Enchanter. I have to say bye to my dad properly.
Come. Your new life awaits.
Bye, Gregor. Relax. Calm down or they're going to install a spa in the circle just for you. And you'll hate every minute.
South through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The king's forces have clashed with the darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Oh there, Duncan.
We can't have that.
King Kaelin, I didn't expect a...
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Oh my goodness, you can be real mean. Just be like, I'm no friend of yours, human lord. You can't say that to Kaelin. He's too nice. Those are the rules. I am Neria, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
I'm only recently out of my apprenticehood.
Your abilities are still above those of other men. That the Grey Wardens have recruited you says much. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Why always so mean? Your welcome means nothing to me, human lord. I love these options. I'm glad they're here, but I just can't bring myself to do it to Kaelin. At least, not now. Maybe later. Don't know. Alright, we'll see about that.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I feel like that doesn't... yes, you sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure
Yeah...
There are plenty
Kaelin...
of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we see no
Tact
signs
isn't
of
his
darkspawn.
thing. He's charming,
Your Majesty.
but he's
I
tactless.
hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Kaelin, endearing, charming, stupid boy.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured. He didn't seem to take the darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us.
Nailed it.
I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
The joining ritual. The hot meal might be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
What an unfair description of the joining. Like, it's brief. Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Okay. Is this anything like the harrowing?
It is an ordeal. I'm sorry that you must endure another so soon.
It is pretty brief. It is a pass-fail situation. So it is accurate, although unfair. There's a... Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge should you need to.
Massive bridge. Thank you. Ooh, harrowed. I do certainly feel harrowed. Bloodied. That did happen. You're correct. Man, I know I'm not supposed to leave, but maybe I'll just poke around a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Personally, I love being a circle mage, just in concept, because, like, you obviously know nothing. Like, you've lived in the circle since you were 5. So, being in the tower that you just left, you've been there since you were, like, super, super little. You don't know your family. Everything you know about the world you read in a book. So you're just this poor, well-educated, sheltered being.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Thank you, kind sir. There doesn't appear to be anything over here for me to take that's not mine. So why am I here? Ignore the stairs, go up the hill. It's fine. There's definitely nothing over here, but I guess I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, who are you?
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
What's the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Why is it off limits exactly?
By orders of Teyrn Loghain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
This is a pretty large ruin.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should go.
Make her speed your steps.
What a nice man. Very informative, willing to talk. I suppose he's probably bored. It should be noted that I am a horrible judge of character, so every time I say someone's like a nice man, just bear that in mind. What a lovely, lovely bridge we have here with little bites taken out of it. It's really fine. What's that noise? No. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine. Mind your step.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yeah, the I should go is going to be a BioWare staple. It's important.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Oh no. I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Okay. Tell me about
Used to
Ostagar.
be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
I have a feeling that would get you in a lot of trouble. Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The King has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Poor babies. I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Okay. Now everyone is... Yeah, I wonder where the mages are. Complete mystery. I might never know.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
What are they doing in the Fade?
Perhaps they're scouting for darkspawn. I don't know, and don't ask. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed. Not even by Grey Wardens.
I guess you know that I'm here then. I apologize, I'll go elsewhere. Interesting.
Stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker.
Okay, thank you. Very nice of you.
Welcome, young woman.
You're a tranquil mage, aren't you?
Yes, and you are a mage of the Circle. You must be familiar with the Tranquil who serve there. I create and oversee the enchantment of weapons and armor for the King's forces here at Ostagar. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
I wonder whose fault that is. I should go.
Goodbye.
Here we are, back to I should go. Ah yes. I have a feeling if I try and take... Yeah. Unlock.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Davith, my garbage baby.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did?
Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
So what? That wouldn't frighten me. Probably because I haven't actually done anything scary. I live in a circle.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Granted, there are scary things in the circle. They're just not cannibals in the swamp scary. I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
I had to give him the chance. Just don't get too distracted back there.
I'll try to keep my wits about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Bye, Davith. Loser. Let's see. He did take my stuff. But I did get the staff back from... Staff and dagger back from everybody else. And I got to keep their boots, so everyone should be pleased to know that their boots are mine forever. Because That's what everyone was wondering about. Okay. Gotta deal with this guy.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Now I get to bite his head off and call him racist. How dare you address me so, human?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden.
Mm-hmm.
Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I'm just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
Well. Only step. I literally have that right over here. You're impressing no one. These are the same. They're the same. Confusing me for nothing. I'm gonna sell just one of those for now. You're making me nervous. I don't want to get rid of both. You're making me nervous. Yes. Can I sell the apprentice cowl? Because it makes me sad and I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's just clothing. Doesn't even do anything for me. I got 3 pairs of those boots. Let's sell one for now. I don't know when I'll come across some friends. And it brings me down to 27 out of 70. It's probably the Blood Dragon plate that's doing it. You know, it requires 38 strength and it's tier 6, so I don't know what they want me to do with it as a puny baby mage. I'm too weak for all these gloves. How did that happen? What kind of life do I lead that I can't lift gloves? I'm gonna buy 2 of those. I'm just nervous about buying more, really. Guys, there's 3 there. Why wouldn't you combine them? You're killing me. I'm gonna want one of those for sure. Oh no. I shouldn't have done that. I should have bought this. My life is so hard. Maybe I'll sell me some frost rock. Yeah, that doesn't really do me much. $57. I'm at 35. Okay. 3 more. We're almost there. Give me that backpack. Nailed it. Being able to carry more things is just all anyone's really asking here. Well, there's all kinds of recipes I could learn over here if I were a billionaire, but I'm not, so I guess we'll just move on with our lives. Merchants. Did I change anything about my build? Not really. Yeah, no, I'm good.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new Warden? I could use some help.
Let's see. What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
You need him muzzled first. Just how smart is this dog? Why do you think I could muzzle him? Hold up.
Your Grey Warden soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. Most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
He says like this isn't a giant dog. It's a pretty big dog, my man. Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. The trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
I already know the answer to this, so I'm just being a brat right now. I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
It's not allowed. You can't. The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. I love how you could just kill it. Like, why would you do that? That's awful. When I say I love it, I mean I hate it. Put the muzzle on the dog. The Mabari growls weakly but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the
right?
dog's chances.
Killing the dog should not be an option.
Swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red center.
I mean, I guess it's like the idea of like Mercy killing the dog, but no, it's just not happening. Let's see. Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'm guessing it's because he can't leave. So asking him why he doesn't get it is dumb. I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
See who yells at me for interrupting it.
How do you do?
That's one person being nice.
Hail, Grey Warden.
I feel like I can't interrupt people who are kneeling.
And give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the scourge of shadow. Watch over
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
Dig. Happen to be a Grey Warden, human, not some servant.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
I can see you didn't put pants on this morning, so... You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're ash warriors.
What's an ash warrior? But you're obviously not made of ash. Let's antagonize him. It'll be fun.
Do you take everything so literally? Our training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Hmm. So what does an ash warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the darkspawn hordes?
That's fair. I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Okay, what are you preparing for?
Scout the wilds and watch the progression of the darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
We've talked about this, and I don't want to anymore. You're making me sad. I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
That's alright, you're kind of a jerk, so we don't really want to talk to you anyway.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
Duncan! I should probably find Alistair first.
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
Glad you have a good relationship with your mum.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Is the Tan inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you could tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I should go.
Very well.
I want to find Alistair before I start marching into any Tairn's tents.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
They are not going to let me forget that. I think it's like an Origins thing where they just like want to make sure you don't miss anything.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, all right. As you desire. The wall before me is darkness, but shall
Okay, fine, I'll talk to
my
you.
faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me. Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Okay, she's in the zone. They said to go north and I got myself all turned around. See if I can't find Alistair.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
There were lots of darkspawn, different colors.
One was mine for leg. It said they encountered some dark
10
10 feet tall.
feet tall.
They said his blood had already turned black.
Ugh.
I don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from.
Miserable. Yeah, they really, they're like afraid, I guess, that like you won't notice unless you explore, so they just put it literally all over the place, and you're like, I don't know that I needed it drilled quite so hard into my head that the darkspawn blood is dangerous. That's the king's tent. Okay, he said to go north of here. How do I keep goofing this up? I already went up there. So I guess it's over here. Well, well, well.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch. You're very lucky to have such an opportunity.
Alright, wow. Brutal. Anyway, I can't unlock anything because I am a silly, silly circle mage. True, there are definitely people who would beeline for Alistair, and he is very worth it.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
He's gonna look back on that and feel real stupid.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Oh god. You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
No. No. Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
He's so sassy, but so cute. He's just a good little bean. Let's see. How could you recognize me?
Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden, though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Neria.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want more women in the Wardens, do you?
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
The argument I saw, what was that about?
With the Mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the Mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
No. What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
I've met Davith.
Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest.
Himself!
Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one. Or I can track him down later.
I'm gonna be nice to him because he's cute. That's it. It's the whole motive. I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Party members and tactics. When you're not controlling them, party members act according to tactics you set. Left click on him or his portrait to select him. Open the tactics menu by clicking on the highlighted icon or pressing backslash. Ridiculous! Okay. You can use conditional tactics slots, character tactics, change Alistair's preset to defender. Cool. Okay, I guess. Yeah, that's just me, so.
Yes?
I have a few questions for you. Actually, I have no more questions. I'm just kidding.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
I apparently leveled up by existing. News to me. Let's see. Let's do willpower and magic because we don't want those to go bad. And go bad. You heard me. High strength, surgical wars, 200 weapons, critical for rogues, fatal for rogues, cunning and constitution. I'm gonna get much more cunning, cause since I like to be bratty. I have no specialization stuff yet, so that's that. Stealing, trap making, survival, herbalism, poison making, improved combat training. Huh. I'm gonna go with coercion for now, just because I feel like I'm gonna need that a lot. Let's see, we have arcane shield, flaming weapons, rock armor, winter's grasp, lightning, rejuvenate. Spell shield, mana drain, walking, bomb, mind blast. Okay, we're gonna do lightning, because I wanna. Oh, rejuvenate, regeneration. Well, we will leave it on lightning for now. Okay. I'm still Alistair. Okay. Took me a second. Now I gotta go find Duncan. Hoping I don't embarrass myself by getting lost. Too late. Already did. I guess I should have tried to go into Tarn Logain's thing before I got Alistair. Because, you know, good chantry boys. Yeah, your sword is already better. Do you want some boots? He's like, I'm good, thanks. I don't know what spirit resistance is gonna do for you, but let's find out. Sure. I'm gonna see if I can get an audience with Taryn Logain. See what happens.
You approach the tent of Taryn Logain. State your business. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
I would like an audience with the Taryn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Cunning is so useful.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yes, I've heard that. Or I could say a fascination you don't share. That's fine. I'll go with I've heard that.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. First Enchanter spoke highly of you.
You sound really mad.
A great achievement for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will.
Okay.
Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marek's son, the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
That doesn't really answer the question. It mostly just makes it seem like you really do hate him.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Taryn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Taryn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Taryn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Taryn's daughter.
There you go.
He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did. I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
As you wish.
Like, you definitely don't want to tell me, because then, like, I'd have to be like, yeah, he told me, and, you know, all that bad stuff.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
That's me, the new girl.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
And if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
That's gonna be a theme. Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Yay. I should probably talk to Jory.
Greetings. It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you.
How did the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
Okay. What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
Look at Davith judging over there. Let's go.
Indeed.
And let's see. Davith again.
Yes?
Where are you from, Davith?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cut purse.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
So how did the Grey Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
What happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
Alright, well, so this is, betting your boots. Keep that wording. Hang on to that.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Why are you following me? Why would you be following me? Okay. Am I actually supposed to be equipping people with things? Because that's something I was not informed of. You guys look great. I've decided it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why I would give you something with willpower on it. I feel like it's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. Maybe Jory just won't look awful with, like, the helmet. Yeah, he looks passable. There you go, Jory. I got you something. Yeah. They make it real clear that he's not in a good way. Poor Jory. Alright, well, this is a pretty long mission and it's a little late where I am, so, with the full awareness that I'll probably not be going to bed, I am going to stop here and we can revisit this on Friday. Thank you for the company, for those of you who came, and for dealing with the myriad technical issues that happened when I first started. Anyway, thank you, and, I will see you next time. Yeah, I would not call it that. We're gonna call it that. Good night!